love to hear your interesting topics. Now we have a topic which is UC&CS auditing. This topic will be given by Miguel Quiñones, Chairman of the Internal Control Committee, with your support as VP of the Internal Control Committee. Accountant Miguel Ángel Quiñones, please go ahead. Is he in? Yes, here we are. Thank you very much, Master. I give you the floor. You have the floor. What's my time? Just half an hour. Only half an hour, Miguel Ángel. Let's do this, and we are kind of short of time. Please give the new part, which is the benefits of the software. I was going to give its contents for the firm, that is the manuals, and I would take advantage to see this with Reynaldo Nava. All these manuals and what you are going to explain about the improvements and everything that it contains. So all the attendees are interested in using this software. And then I would include what they have in this program. Do you agree with that? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sergio. Very kind from you. As the chairman of the IT committee, our task in this committee is to prepare the benefits offered by our tools. Early in the morning, I was hearing to Jean-Pierre about a very good tool, which is the mass data analysis. Now, regarding new members, I think that we're going to give an example on how to download. From last year to now, we have new members. So we're going to explain the download of the software. As its name says, that this is a risk-based software. We're going to start with the download. It is at the UC&CS Global website, so you can see it. And then we will proceed to its download. Please log in the website. We can share. Can you see my screen? So now we're looking for the UC&CS website. There you have America. We just put the first letters, and then we will have all the contents. And then we go to the main website. We click on it, and there we can see the main page, the home page. Congratulations to the work team. This has been excellent, by the way. We see here the yearly conference for members. And then here in this section, members area, we click, and then intranet access. Each one of you should have your password to get the user and password. So we will log in, and then automatically we will have new things, report models, quality, new manuals, new software, risk-based auditing, auditing risk-based software. We click on it, and then we start downloading. Software, download, installation quick guide, download program. We click on it. At the bottom on the left, you can see it is downloading and the reminding time. You should already have received that download. 31 seconds. It reads the time and it depends on your speed. The internet signal that you have. 13 seconds left. Trust me, this software represents more than 10 years of work of the firm, and this being a big effort. Now it is done with the download. I open it, and there you can see the whole download, all manuals, modules within the folder. And this is the program, which is made up by 21 modules. The last one is quality control, internal control, financial statements, worksheets, and audit development. So it is from A to double Z. A, this is cash, banks, accounts receivable, inventories, fixed assets, deferred charges, liabilities. This is our catalog. Let's call them scorecards or the audit guts, let's say. Depending on the audit size, we will use some of them. Once you carry out the download, you can save in C or D. It depends on your taste. If you hear another voice, it's my son. Once you have the download, you can save it. I'm going to save it in my D disk, and there you have the download, all the download of this work that we have carried out in 10 years. Because this software started 10 years ago, but we were working before that in some audit products, different products. So what do we have here? It's the part of the audit methodology for the firm. It is made up by this. What's the methodology? It is a set of procedures and methods targeted to improve our quality in preparing financial statements. For this purpose, we have set up our modules, starting by quality management, planning, understanding the company manuals before we start with the knowledge of the client, and then planning, audit planning. We have the questions when, what, how, with whom. And then we will also see the manuals, the people, when, when we're going to apply this. That's our planning. The 5 elements of our planning. Then we have the control tests, which are inside our software process of the risk-based auditing, and we prepare substantial and control testing. That's the core of the audit. These 2 points after planning have it has some substantial testing, and that's the documentation of the audit. As I said, and Sergio pointed out, it is the preparation of reports, etc. And I added here this circle that it says, please refer to international audit standards due to those changes, like 4400, for example. Okay, so this is the methodology. The content is here. Quality management first. The last module, 21, quality control. There is a small bug here which is going to be corrected very soon by Richard Bowles. As all of them, they have details. The module is designed thinking in both languages, Spanish and English. If our work in quality control is in English, then you would change it. We can switch to English. And we are in the home page of quality control. We will see manuals. We're not going to see them in detail due to the time, but here we have all manuals, independence, acceptance. We rarely reject a client, personnel assignment, commitments, conclusions. Then, criteria of our personnel, how we're going to be doing this. Then the queries, query criteria, external queries, internal queries. For small firms, we will have a series of external queries from experts. Quality control review, surveillance, questionnaires of quality control inspector, reports of quality control. On the right, we have assessment, performance, personnel, report of performance, evaluation program for the member, personnel assessment, 290, which is ethics, code, knowledge of continuous education, continuity with the client, position description. All these refers to the quality control manual. Here we can see the implementation guide for the quality control manual. A quick guide on how we're going to implement our quality control. Phase 1, we start always in phase 1 and see all the aspects, and there you can see quality control manual of UC&CS, human resources manual, policies and procedures, forms, questionnaires, annexes, appendixes, updated audit manual files of personnel. One thing is that we say they are trained, but we need to provide evidence that our personnel is trained.
That all your process is well documented. So that is confirmed, unconfirmed, inside the folders for each one of the work team. This is where the quality of our work is important. The staff is very important in our internal control of the firm, because since based on the activity experience, the stimuli given to our staff is how they respond. A well-remunerated employee is an employee that will always offer or provide good results. If we train our staff, the results will be based on that. So the phase 1, phase 2, content of the documentation, the quality is one of the most important parts of how, with whom, when, how, when. We have to do all this investigation, understanding the client, the values that we have within the firm, general objective, mission, vision, organizational chart, description of the position, definition, objective, etc. If I go fast, it's because of time reasons. With these buttons, we can go back. Those are the appendums. This is the format of independence of the entity in Spanish and English. So we go to the appendix, and then we go back to the guide of implementation and application. We have the training, phase 3. This is the training that we should give to. This is the training implementation, phase 3, training and guide of implementation, and the processes that we should follow. So this is basically in Excel. So we go to view, and then we mobilize, and then we go up and down. This is a file in Excel. As we saw this with Jean-Pierre, the Power BI is 100% based in Excel, basically. Once we have this, in the planning, we do the same thing in planning area. So we go to Access A, and we have the guide of implementation, and then we go to this section. We have the statistics, internal control system, audit adjustments, and because of time reasons, I would like to tell you what it contains. On the principle, we have like an old-fashioned audit. We ask for financial statements, all the journal entries to start the reviewing. Here is the same thing. So please give me your preliminary balance sheet, and this is what we're going to do. Don't forget, this is the audit, all the tax return information that are based on the preliminary balance sheet, the entry journals. And this is what we ask, the client code, the client, who is the client. I like short names, BMW, contract number B1, audit as of 31st of December of 2021, date of preparation. Today is the 23rd of September. of 2021, and the reference MP, which is principal menu. So we put the firm code, GA1, QEA1, the signature, the firm of the signature of the firm. If we want them, the work papers in Spanish. Financial statements, the currency, Mexican pesos, or Colombian pesos, and this is the important part. What are the principles that we are going to apply? The simple ones for SMEs or the complete ones? So we, for NIF or complete IFRS for SMEs and IFRS complete. Now, so we select there. Once we select this, we go to the account plan, which is uploaded in the ARBASOFT program. The account plan is the chart of accounts, basically. So we have to export this to Excel in order for us to adapt the accounts of the company to be audited, and we start filling this up. We have the chart of accounts in Excel, and we will turn this back in the same way. By Control X, we have financial statements, the trial balance of December 2020, and also financial statement as of August 2021. So we will fill this up with some links, or the way you do it, or manually if you want. Then you fill this up, and then we turn it back in ARBASOFT. So let's open an account. So let's go to Data, 2020, La Barca. WP, Becarem, plan of accounts? No. So it is very important to have your work papers. It is very important to have the path where you're going to store this. I have the ones that correspond to 2020, the balances that we're going to use. And we have the standards. It's a work paper. Before we start, we need to do the convergence of the financial statements according to the accounting principles of the country. This is the convergence. This is the reclassification with the IAS. So this will be converged to the financial information standards. Since the bell rang, I have to hurry up. But I just wanted you to see all the bounties of our ARBASOFT program, the principal menu, where we will start working. Or unfortunately, because of time restraints, it won't be possible to show you how this is filled up, but this is filled up by summaries of audit, work papers, Well, in global, this is the ARBASOFT. It is in the network, and it is free for UC&CS firm. Thank you very much for your attention. Just give me one more second to end. Those are the work papers, planning, audit risk, and we have the work papers of each one of the areas. And this is it. I hope that this quick and fast presentation was useful to you. I won't save it. So let's go back to the agenda. Thank you very much. Do you have any questions?